Hi, good day, everyone. Today we will go for our LU9 session 5 for circle. So today we will cover a few questions regarding calculation for circle. Let us go through all the exercise, the working step that we have learned in circle in LU9. Let's start with our bit of revision on how to do completing the square for this type of question. So by looking at this question, you can see x squared plus y squared minus 2x minus 4y minus 4 is equal to 0. So how to change this general form into a standard form? So we have two methods actually. So let me recall back. The method number one is by using the completing the square. So first, you are going to group the x term and the y term. So you are going to take this one and this one together, and then this one and this one together, and then this one put here. After that, after you grouping them, so this one x squared minus 2x, you add and subtract 1 because you're going to change it into like this, okay? So that you can change into this bracket form. And then next one is y squared minus 4y. You add and subtract 4 because of this one. Okay, so let me factorize it and expand it for you. This one is actually same as this one, as in x minus 1, x minus 1 is same as x squared minus 2x plus 1. So both of this one are same meaning. Okay, but since I plus 1 here, I will get the condition as mentioned here, add and subtract 1 because of this one. And then this one also same. What if I do like this? Y minus 2, y minus 2. Okay, this one multiply this one become y squared. And then this one become minus 2y minus 2y. Okay, and then this one become plus 4. So it will become y squared minus 4y plus 4. This one will be same as here. That's why they will say as add and subtract 4 because of this condition. Okay, so we move on to here. When you see this one, add 1 here and subtract 1 here, equalize it, add here 4 here and minus 4 here. So this one is actually represent this one and this one represent this one. Okay, so after that, you have get this, you can write in this format already. Finally, this whole entire thing can get this one. This whole entire thing factorize become this one. Minus 1, minus 4, minus 4. Okay, let me talk about how to get this one minus 4. This minus 4 is actually from the question. This minus 4 is from our here. One of it here, subtract 4. This one minus 1 is subtract 1 from here. Okay, so now at the back here, okay, all together become minus 9 is equal to 0. And then x minus 1 square, copy, plus y minus 2 square, copy, and then this one move to the back. So finally, you manage to change a general form into a standard form like this. Okay, so you're going to write it like this. So for this condition, the center is h is 1. Okay, this one 1. Okay, and then the k is 2. Okay, the radius is using this one. Square root of 9 is equal to 3. So this is by using method 1, completing the square method. What if we are using the general coefficient formula by method number 2? We use this one general circle formula, x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. So compare 2g with your question here. 2g is actually negative 2. Okay, again, come back to here. 2f is represent negative 4. So I already written here as in 2g equal to negative 2. G is negative 1 because negative 2 I will get negative 1. 2f is equal to negative 4. F is equal to negative 4 divided by 2, so it's negative 2. C, by base of the question, is negative 4. So now you have G, you have F, you have C. you write them all into here, into this formula. So you will get this one, 9 is equal to 3, and this one so on. So you see these two methods will give you the same answer, but working step is different. Okay, so you can check whether you can get same as the original answer. So this is a revision for converting this one into this format. Okay, all right, you're going to completing this one into general into standard form. Okay, into standard form, general into standard form. Okay, so now we go for this question as exercise number 1. Okay, find the equation of a circle with radius length of square root 20 and its center at -2, 1 in general form. For this question, they actually ask you to find the equation with radius of this one and then this one in general form. Okay, you have to get it into general form. So what we're going to do is, okay, given the answer is this one, okay, hopefully you try. After you try, you can compare the answer with my answer. So I demonstrate two methods for you. One is, okay, method 1, -2, 1, and radius is square root 20. So we need the general form of the circle equation. So we put into here. This one -2 put into the h. This one 1 put into the k. Okay. And then this one radius put into r square. So we substitute accordingly. -2, -2 and 1 and so on. So you will get this one as a standard form. After you get this standard form, you expand it. Okay. Then you rearrange accordingly. You can see here, we rearrange this one and this constant, we rearrange. So finally, we'll get general form, it will look like this. Okay, this is how we do. Okay, let us go back again. So you need to know what is your h, what is your k. You substitute, and then you square root this side, you expand it, and then you rearrange it so that the constant, these two constant, okay, can be simplified, and then you get your final general form. Okay, so if by using method 2, you also can rewrite this one. Okay, and then after that is G is equal to 2G is equal to we get from here. Okay, 2G, where's the question here? Okay, the question here, -2 and 1. Okay, so now you can see -G, so G is equal to 2. F is equal to -1. Okay, so now you be careful with the sign. Be careful with the sign. Okay, be careful with the negative, positive. Then after that, the G square plus F square minus C. Okay, since your R square is 20, okay, so you substitute 20 into here. Okay, R is 20. G is this one. F is this one. Okay, so you finally found your C as in -15. So conclusion, you are going to rewrite again x squared plus y squared plus 4x. Okay, this one is your G, this one is your F, okay, and C, this one. So still you get the same answer, it's just that the method is different. It's really up to you which method you want to use, okay, for circle. Okay, so this question is talking about you use this one, standard form change to general form. Okay, right. So we move on to next one, exercise number 2. We write the general form of equation to write into standard form. Hence, determine the parameter of the circle. So you're going to write from general to standard. Okay, so you try this question, you should get this answer. You should have this one, your equation, your parameter here, center and where, your radius and where. Okay, so let us go back to this completing the square method. Okay, so this one you try to complete the square for each group. Okay, x squared plus x. Okay, half of x is 4. 4 squared is equal to 16. So x squared plus x plus 16 is equal to this equation, this factorization. Move on when you do this one. Okay, half of this one is -5. So negative 5 square is 25. So y square minus 10y plus 25 equal to y minus 5 square. Okay, so you can see how they do the completing square. I think these two working sets is so important when you revise something like this. Okay, add this inside the equation but balance the subtracting the outside. Okay, so this one whole entire thing we copy down. This one whole entire thing we copy down. Okay, minus 16 is from here. Okay, just now we have mentioned add 16 and subtract 16, same as the previous method. Okay, and then 25 also same. Okay, minus 25. Okay, and then minus 40. Minus 40 is from the equation here. And then after that, you factorize it. Okay, factorize everything, and then you get this under. So now it become a standard form. So thus, the center is this one, plug in into the formula is negative 4. This one, negative 5 become 5, okay? So now the radius is square root 81, so the answer is 9. So this one is using completing the square method. But for using general equation formula, okay, you're gonna write down this formula, okay? You're gonna compare this one with this one, this one with this one, and this one with this one. So your G is equal to 4, your F is equal to negative 5, your C is negative 10. So this is the formula, okay? This is the formula. So your G is actually 4. Your G is actually 4. Okay. Your this one 5 is here. Okay. You put into this formula here. Okay. So you will get this whole entire your radius is 9. So you still get the same result. Okay. Center is negative 4, 5. The radius is equal to 9. All right. Okay. So this one is exercise number 2. Okay, how about exercise 3? Okay, determine the parameter of the circle that satisfy the equation. Sketch the graph of the circle. So center should be 1, 0. The radius would be 5. Okay, let's see how we do. So method 1 for complete the square, we can do like this. We put it into like this. Okay, we rearrange it like this. Okay, this one. We make it into negative 24, minus 24, and then we gather this one and this one together, okay, and then y and y together is equal to 0. Okay, complete the square of x. Half of negative 2 is negative 1, and negative 1 square is equal to 1. Add and subtract 1. So now this one settle, this one also settle. Okay, so finally, your answer is x minus 1 square plus y square is equal to 25. There's nothing behind here. Don't have y as one part of this one, so only left y square. Okay, so you just copy down. Then this one is 25. So the standard form is 25. So from here you can see the center. X is 1, y nothing here means it's 0, and then the radius is 5. Okay, so to answer this question, all right. Okay, we move on to this one. How about we compare with general form? Okay, we compare with general form. We compare this one half become negative 1. This one half. Okay, half. We don't have y here, so it's 0. So it's negative 26, negative 24. So this one is 1, 0. Put in, then you get 5. So agree with method 1. So you can use this method to draw your sketching. Okay, so let us get back the important. Center is 1, 0, radius is 5. Okay, center is 1, 0, the radius is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is the circle. Please label the center and the point on the circle that share the x or y coordinate of the center. Okay, So in exam, please try to label like this, draw like this, and label all the coordinate, okay, that possible, okay, for sketching question, okay. So now we move on to example number 4. Find the equation of a circle that passes through the points. We have 3 points here, A, B, and C. We have 2, 3, we have 4, 5, and 6, 1. So you're going to write an equation, okay? Passes must touch on these 3 points. So this is the equation. Okay, first step, we write down the coordinate. Okay, so we try to put this coordinate into this 2 square plus 3 square plus A plus B, 3 plus C. What is this? We are going to substitute into a formula of a circle first, okay? Because this one is your X, this one is your Y. So this one is actually the X square plus the Y square plus, okay, A2 plus B3 plus C is equal to 0. So you get this first equation, equation number 1. And then by second point, you do the same thing also. Also, x squared plus y squared plus a4 plus b5 plus c, your second equation is produced. Continue to do the same thing to your third coordinate. You also substitute and then you get this equation. Now, you have your third equation. Finally, you able to generate 1, 2, 3. After that, we use this method, eliminate C by substituting equation. Okay, 1, subtract 1 from 2, you minus, you get new equation number 4. Subtract 1 to 3, you get 5, this new equation. So what you're going to do is you are start to subtract these two. So finally, you found answer A is equal to negative 26 over 3. Okay, looking into all this detail. After I found A, finally I can proceed to find my another answer B. I put my A value here, substitute each one into here. So I get this one. My final answer is negative 16 over 3. And then after I have this answer, I can proceed to find my C also, okay? Finally, I found that to find C, okay? So I can get this answer. C is equal to 61 over 3. So my final equation, after I get A, B, and C, my final equation will be x squared plus y squared minus 26 over 3x minus 16 over 3y plus 61 over 3 equal to 0. Okay, but if you do not like to in this format with fraction, you can always multiply all this with the denominator, become 3, 3, and so on like this in this format. Okay, so this will be the answer for exercise number 5. Okay, we proceed to exercise number, this one is the exercise number 4. Now, we proceed with exercise number 5. Okay, the following equation describe the circle K1 and K2. So this is the first equation, okay, second equation of two circles. Find the point of intersection of the circle, okay. So the answer is 1, 2, 9 over 5, 18 over 5. Okay, you write down, you copy down these two equations. Okay, and then you try to use K2, K1 minus K2. Okay, you will find out, okay, you find out this one minus this one, minus this one, minus this, and so on. Okay, you will still get answer. You will get 4x minus 2y is equal to 0. Okay, 2x minus y is equal to 0. Y equal to 2x. Okay, right. Okay, so cancel these two, you get this answer. Okay, so how many equations you will have? First equation here, okay? After you minus everything, you get this. This is the final equation you have. Followed by, you substitute this one back to K1. Okay, back to K1, you will get this equation. This equation. Okay, solve the quadratic equation by using this method. Okay, you can get into it. You can find your x. X is equal to 1. Okay, so your y equal to 2, x is equal to y. You found your this one y equal to 2. So point is 1, 2. Okay, this one is multiply 9 over 5. you get 9 over 5 over 18 over 5. So conclusion, this one is the intersection point, okay? So please, this one is actually means multiply 4 times 5 times 9. Okay, please take note of this method, quadratic method, okay? All right, you can try this method, All right. Okay, so for me, overview on this question, you need to be careful with your working step here, especially this part, okay? Like this one example, I emphasize again, negative 2x plus 6x. This negative is belong to everyone in the house in the bracket. So that's why become, can get the answer like this, okay? For x, okay, and then this one become 2y, this one becomes 0, and so on, okay? Need to get this one, only can substitute back into this one, okay? Substitute back into where? K1, this one, K1, okay? All right? Okay, a little bit like simultaneous linear equation, okay? So you will get actually answer x is equal to 9 over 5 or x equal to 1, okay? So when it is 9 over 5, your point is 18 over 5. If you are 1, your answer is 2, okay? The possible answer, okay? Move on to exercise number 6, okay? Look at this one. Find the equation of the normal and tangents to the following circle. X squared plus y squared minus 4x plus 2y minus 27 is equal to 0 at the given point negative 2, 3. You need to find the equation. So instruction is find equation of the normal and tangent, okay, of this circle at the given point. The normal equation for the normal is this one. Equation for tangent is this one, okay? Let's see here. So given this is the equation, okay, this is the equation. Okay, point this one. So find the center of circle first, okay? Use the just now method. Okay, you find your center is 2, negative 1, okay? And then find your equation of normal through P, okay? You find your gradient, and then has the normal of line has slope negative 1. So now y minus 3 equal to negative 1 x plus 2, okay? So now you simplify it, y minus 3, this one multiply this, so this one and this one, you get negative 1. This one and move here. So they move here. Okay, so they get this one. So finally, the normal have this one. You can written like this or written like this. But another one, slope for the tangent. Okay, so we write again from here. Okay, so tangent is perpendicular to the radius. So its slope is negative reciprocal of negative 1. Equation of tangent through P negative 3. So we copy down this thing. Okay, we simplify it. Okay, we multiply into it. We simplify it, we get this one. So you can do this quick check to see whether the tangent formula. Okay, so tangent to x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0 can be written like this. You substitute into it, you will see your same as above or not. Still will get same. After you substitute every single detail into it, you still will get this one. So conclusion, final answer for normal is like this. Final answer for tangent is like this. Okay? So good. We continue with question 7. Given point Q is negative 5 and negative 1. So where the equation is like this. So find the length of the tangent to the circle from point Q. So first, you write down this equation, and then you have the point which is given by the question, negative 5 and negative 1. Okay? All right, so we need the length of the tangents from Q to the circle. So put circle in standard form. Find the center and radius, okay? With this one, you find your center and then find your radius. After you find your center and radius, you can find the distance, okay? You find a distance. Notice QC is greater R, so Q is outside the circle and real tangent axis, okay? So use power of a point tangent length ratio. You can use this one method. So h t squared equal to 25 minus 15 equal to 10, t is equal to square root 10, sub 10. Okay, conclusion, the length of each tangent from Q is -5, -1, which is given by the question, is sub 10 unit. Okay, so please read through the every single detail of the revision of example and exercise number 1 until exercise number 17 for circle. I hope this video can help you to revise and recall back what you have learned. So this marks the end of session 5. Thank you very much. See you